We don't know, and that's the problem.
All of us who flew on a plane during the time of COVID remember full well the experience of the mask on, mask off. I will never forget a particular flight that I was on that literally the flight attendant patrolled up and down the aisle the entire time like a prison guard, watching for anyone that lowered their mask at any point. Or that got on to children who were with a pacifier or with someone who was a crying baby, and to try to figure out some way to be able to cover that up. This is bizarre to be able to think about that, but to be able to think about our own government at the time was also trying to find people that disagreed with policy during that time period and would say, we want to try to find some way for you just not to fly because you disagree with us. Becomes an entirely different level.
We don't know, and that's the problem. It's because things like this are secret, right? They're not the sort of thing that everyday Americans have insight into. They're not the sort of thing that air marshals, even flying back and forth in these flights, have insight into, and they're clearly not the sort of things that you have insight into. So it begs the question then, who is writing this stuff, and how are we supposed to trust that it's, it has any basis? Clearly, people just expressing a concern about masks is outrageous for them to be put on a watch list.